You are not ready. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. This is an emergency.
Watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it. Watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it. Watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. You should kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. You should kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. What's up, shorty? Excuse my grammar. Can't help but notice you's a bad man, my jammer. If I take you home, I'ma drop that hammer. My swag got flash like a room full of cameras. Baby, you can be a trainer. Pop it, drop it, let me in. Haters hate it when winners win. So pop that booty in. Do it again. And I love how you make those haters mad. Built like a stallion and she so bad. Ugly chicks, they gon' feel sad, cause she got something that they wish they had. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. You so dope, you can be a model. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. Booty so big, it can hold a bottle. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. Watch it roll. Pop it, drop it, watch it roll. Watch it roll. Watch it roll.
This is an emergency.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
This is an emergency.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
This is an emergency.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
This is an emergency.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Yeah.
Man, what's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to Wednesday edition of the Nashville Cavemen podcast. Happy Hub Day. It's your boy, Damo Unleashed, stepping on the scene with a young brother of mine, a good friend of mine. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then we're going to go ahead and get this cracking. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, you know who it is. It's Kobe Hampton, you know. I'm ready to get into this because it was interesting. It was funny. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Man, most definitely, man. We got a whole lot to talk about. First and foremost, man, I want to give a shout out to Alicia down in Colombia. Man, me and her put that video together. I know I got to go back through, resize it, but she did an excellent job. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, not only on the video, well, of course on video, but the song also. The video actually has helped people start listening and really paying attention to the song, because the video and the song go so, well together. It's a party song. So shout out to her, and I hope this actually does wonders for her. I really hope it does wonders for her. Congratulations to you too, because you are officially a host.
Yeah. I am. I'm excited. I'm going to find something to go live, after we get through, too. I was like, I got to get started, got to be on it.
Yep, and if you got any questions, man, my line is always open for anything that I can help you on. I already got, so 3 of us is on there. I talked to a gentleman from North Carolina. I'm going to get in touch with him Monday. Until Monday, hopefully, I have a 4th member on there. But slowly but surely, man, we're building our team brick by brick. And so I can't wait to see. We're going to have a strong Beagle team. A strong one, man. I already created the group. The name of the group is called Maniverse. And so that's going to be our thing. Man, I ain't going to lie. For the longest, after I came up with that name, I was like, that may be a great name for this. But I think I'm just going to keep it the Nashville Caveman podcast. I don't think I want to go, because we've been doing this for months. So
I understand. Yeah. And that way you kind of got something for each platform and something that's kind of different.
Man, I'm going to take my glasses off, man. I'm going to give a couple shouts out on here. I got Beauty. I got Heidi. I got News of the Universe. Some of y'all, if I can't pronounce your name, I got Rose. So shouts out to Rose. Karen, shouts out to you. Fernando, Emily, shouts out. The hairstylist, shouts out to you. Isabella, Nikita, shouts out to you. I think there's Ganzo, Danielle, Christian, Metro, Lewis, Janny, Bales, Book, Marcine, Jewel, Sanan, D, Pitchy, Eczema, Queen Street, Mai, Peter, Emily. Thank you guys for tuning in. Jessica, Marion, Regina, Kevin, Sal, Amani, Indra, Mandy, another beauty. So shout out Alice, Dana. I'm almost done, so I might as well continue. Maya and Conrad. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all can do me a huge favor by simply hitting the share button. Share it to your followers, man. It will help me out a whole lot. I appreciate y'all. Soon, I will be playing when we do our podcast and I go live. I will be doing the Wheel of Fortune game soon. So I'm gonna start doing that only when I do the live podcast. But we got some good topics on deck today. So you sent me a couple of these videos.
Yeah, I know one of them. You like to play the videos, and I was like, these seem like the ones.
Man, so we got the judge who was married, the ex-judge who was married 51 years, right? And come to find out, the kids wasn't his. And the child, they adults, so of course, the oldest is 42 and the other child is 40. And you go through your whole life and you wait till your kids get that old to find out that you're not the daddy of them. So that's pretty tough, right? And that's coming off of, we had a really, really intense discussion with a panel of people that was in the chat that was arguing back and forth about the child support. What's going on? Bush 1G, hey, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. That is out of our chat. So thank you for just being here, man, and following us. The other one I know I want to talk about is the woman that she's married. The man is married to a woman, and he got a baby. He pays his baby mother $500 a month in child support. Okay, but his child needed some shoes right away, so he decided to go and get his child some shoes right away. And the wife was like, "Well, that's what the child support is for." So if you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna be paying extra, you know what I'm saying, then you know what, you could go ahead and leave. Took a suitcase, threw it on the bed, and start dumping his clothes in the suitcase. So we're going to talk about that. And the first thing we're going to talk about is, do women really know what men want? Do women really know? And the reason why I asked that question is because I got a video where there was a woman that was going around, and you know how they do the short videos. They ask women questions or they ask men questions, right? What they asked the question was, do men prefer women who are natural or with BBLs, right? So, what do you think that the women said?
BBLs.
BBLs. And now, what do you think the dudes saying?
Natural.
And my question is, if you got a lot of dudes telling you that no, I like natural, and there's a lot of women saying, well, no, dudes prefer women with BBLs. The question is, where did they come to that conclusion? Where
It's
did they
like,
come to the conclusion that we like BBLs no matter how we could go to the top of a mountain and scream, we hate BBLs in the echo. We hate BBLs, we hate BBLs, we hate BBLs. And then still say, well, what do men prefer? Put the mic up in their face. Women with BBLs. Ah!
no, but that's true. That's true. But I think I got the answer for it.
Go ahead.
It's
I
'cause
want to hear what you got to say,
they
bro.
like they ignore. So it's not that they don't know what men want. They know, but they ignore that, and they create like the competition within themselves.
I'm going to add on to that. You know where I think that stuff come from?
What?
Cardi B, the female rappers. This is why I don't like female rappers anymore. Right? Hey, thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. This is why I don't like female rappers. Because they have become the gold standard of what men supposedly like in women.
Yeah.
I like Cardi B. Because men always talk about Cardi B, but Cardi B, I think she's okay. I don't look at Cardi B as fine. Or Megan the Male Horse. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's cute. But we don't go around and, well, it's dudes that's just thirsty. They call anything cute. Ladies, y'all got to understand that. It's men. Precious cute to somebody, I'm telling you. Precious is cute to somebody. Whoopi Goldberg, wasn't she married?
Yeah, I think so.
She's cute to somebody. I mean, most of us don't say she cute,
It's somebody for somebody. Yeah.
And so I think these female rappers, there's an idea that men want women like that. And I think where women get confused is that, yes, we will take something like that to the woodshed and knock it off. We'll clap them cheeks. But that's just as far as we'll go. And I'll tell you why. We don't like women with BBLs. Because if you gotta go get a BBL, it lets us know that you don't see yourself as beautiful. You to yourself aren't good enough. So if you aren't good enough to yourself, then why should we think that you're good enough?
Yeah, because because the counter would be like, well, it's not for you, it's for me. But then you gotta be like, well, I'm really willing to risk my life to make a minor adjustment that's gonna be just like a little lump. You might as well stuff some tissue or something back there.
You know the whole thing that kills me with the I'm doing this for me, I'm not doing this for you, right? Is then why are you taking pictures and posting it online? Because if it's only for you, then why do you got so many photos?
You want that validation.
So if you're not doing it for you and you're not doing it for me, then you're doing it for some strangers and hoping something better comes along so you can jump ship then, obviously. Am I right or am I wrong?
Nah, you're right.
Or am I overanalyzing it?
Nah, they're gonna say you overanalyzing because they don't want you to know.
Yeah, because if you gotta do all that, if you gotta enhance your body and you're not content with your own body, what makes you think that I'm gonna be confident enough to be content with it?
Because you got what all these folks dying from, they putting cement in their butts, they doing even going to thinking it's cheaper going to these other countries. Then you might end up you never know. That could be your last breath, just trying to look cute, basically.
Yeah, because there's a comedian's, baby mother that happened to, and out of respect, I ain't gonna say his name because I think this guy really funny, and I have a lot. When his baby mama passed, my respect for him and his strength grew even more. But with that said, she didn't even think about the kids. Like, man, why are you going to do this extra stuff? and you know that what happened could happen. And why would
Mm-hmm.
you even take the risk to put your kids in that predicament? Why? And it's like, you know, dang,
At
man.
what point do you know everybody like to say like men and stuff? At what point would that not be deemed?
Man, and it's just crazy, man, because, you know, and it's just like the whole makeup thing, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
like makeup. I don't care what nobody say. I don't like makeup. Now, it's okay if you're going to use it to enhance. I get it. Because some women, they'll put like some lipstick on and then some lip gloss or a combination and they lips look, it do it, make them, their lips look good. They put a little
Mm-hmm.
eyeliner on. But then when y'all doing that other stuff,
He's
like
talking
when
about
you
when they get on
female,
the application.
I'll give you an example because I'm going to go there. When you Elder Borgia, or no, when you Wesley Snipe Black, and
Mm-hmm.
then you put on so much foundation that you Elder Borgia, that's too much, man. You done went too far.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. It reminds me of that Instagram or that TikTok trend where the people be like hideous,
A
like
whole nother complexion.
yeah, yeah. That'd be like, man, imagine you drunk or something, and you go home, and then the makeup and stuff just wear off, and you.
It just looked like a messed up pastel paint. I'm just gonna say some of y'all walking around looking like messed up pastel paint, right? And here's the thing: some of y'all, I've never met a female who was like, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna get with you because man, them eyebrows is just slanted." You know what I'm saying? I ain't never got with a female over her eyebrow. So why do y'all cut them off to pencil that shit in, and they look worse than the ones that you was actually had on your face? You look confused all the time. You're walking around, man, looking curious all the time. You come in the room, we go, what? And you like, what do you mean, what? Well, you look like you're about to say something. That ain't cool, man. We tired of that. We don't want that, you know. Who told y'all at what point that was sex? You know what I'm saying? Stop following them magazines because the magazines are made by people who sing. Don't follow the magazines and don't follow these shows and these people that don't really have what you're looking for, first and foremost. Second of all, have you ever been to the club and you getting your boogie on and hey, hey, and then you know you have a couple drinks, she have a couple drinks, you take her home, right? You go home, you like, damn, I got Beyonce. And then,
Yeah,
man, you
yeah.
wake up, you go pee at 5 in the morning, the sun came up a little bit, and now you laying next to Leslie Johnson.
Oh man.
That's
Yeah.
cold blooded, man. You can't do a man like that. And then say, well, he ain't calling me back in about 3 months. You gotta come. It's better to come as your authentic self and just be you.
Yeah.
Because if they can't, think about it, if you without makeup is the worst of you, and a man accept that, imagine when you go and then you do all the beautiful stuff. Imagine
Yeah.
that. But if you
And then
come,
it's just getting to a point. It's like it's too crazy. So it's like now it should be like at least a bare minimum. Like I should see you natural before.
man, these
It's
chicks
like
be walking.
I see what you talking about. I be like so much makeup, it be caking, you know. So I know the females, the type females.
Man, they be looking like they about to go sign up for dead presidents. They look like they about to go and team up with them. Like they about to go rap. Like they about to go create man a high stake, you know, robbery or something. Now they gonna go and do a
Mm-hmm.
heist. They look like they heist ready. All that makeup on, man, looking like them. I'm surprised. That's why the police pull y'all over because some of y'all look like y'all got so much makeup. You look like you're gonna go rob a bank. And they pulling you over. Where you going, man? You look suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. It's bad, man. It's totally
No,
bad. Dude.
it is. You know what? I think I found something to compare it to. Okay, so you know how it used to be like frowned upon for like the nerds or the whatnot with the comic books and glasses. It's kind of like that with the makeup. If we to try to get them to understand the point of view.
Man, I tell you what, I just be like, man, I can't do it. I think that's worthy of turning down a date. I'm sorry. You pull up, man, and then your skin, your hands this color, but then you
Mm.
Prince light skin. It's
No,
all
they,
information
yeah, you know, you
inside.
got you got the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson at the top, and then
Yeah,
Reese.
it's two
Yeah,
tones and ain't no sun out. How do you look like you got a suntan without there being no sun? And it's the opposite. Your body inside, man. Look, we tired of that shit. Y'all need to talk to us. Ask a man's opinion about what men like. And we ain't talking about what we like to screw, because it's a difference. And like
yeah.
I said, ladies,
It's different, and I think that's where that rap culture coming in. What you talking about? Because they trying to become like, since it's like already be part of the culture, it's kind of like the standard. So now you got these folks just saying, "Give it out, give it out, give it out." Then I ain't got to do no work, but you got to do all the work.
man. And then that's the other thing, because then you got all that caked up. You ain't even confident in yourself with all them that caked up makeup, the eyebrows. I hate more than the lashes. Man, I thought I was tired of people shaving their damn eyelashes off or eyebrows off and drawing them in. And then came along the lashes. Your lash don't need to be like this all the way out.
The church fans.
Yeah, the church fan. I'm high fiving your eyelash. That's too much, man.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared personally because I'd be like, one of those eyelashes might come back and poke you in the eye. You already got to
Man,
worry about your own eyelash. So on top
one of
of that,
these
ain't
days, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. One of
mm-mm-mm.
these days, a damn pigeon gonna just build a nest in it. Pigeon just gonna land on it and start building a nest and be like, well, it's already close to it. That's what's gonna happen. That's really what's gonna happen. Damn pigeon gonna fly on one of your eyebrows and with two sticks, and then it's already complete. Because their little eyelash is thick enough to hold two sticks up. The sticks gonna be the foundation. You're gonna put them like this under your eyelash and just build a nest. Because that's what they look like. They look like bird nests.
And this a question too. Since you gotta glue it on your eyes, I mean, what happened to the glue? I
Wait a
don't know.
minute.
I
Wait a
personally,
minute. Hold
you
on.
gotta
You gotta
glue
do what?
they gotta glue the eyelashes,
What?
right? So
They glue them? Oh,
yeah, it ain't like the pop up earrings or whatnot. You
yeah.
gotta be still, do the little. Yeah, I've been with folks with handle all that MAC product and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't sexy, man. I'm sorry. I don't find that sexy at all. You know, but I just to get back to the question: do women really know what men want? By majority, no. That's why a lot of them single. They don't really understand what it is that men find attractive or qualities that men, with the woman that we put on the top of our list. Because sex is not it. If sex was it, most of y'all be married. So it's obvious that sex is not a high priority of ours. It's just not. And now you're the dudes are telling y'all that it's really important. I suggest y'all to go to them and ask them. Well, are you married? Or have you ever been married? Or what's the longest relationship you ever been in? And that'll tell you everything you need to know. Don't take advice from dudes also who ain't got a bad history of relationships. They jumping from woman to woman. Why are y'all taking their advice? Find some dudes that's
Yeah.
educated or some dudes that really got the resume of a good, either relationship or marriage. I'm talking about they've been with a woman double-digit years. Go ask them dudes. Why are y'all asking the dudes that, man, bouncing around from coochie to coochie? They
Yeah.
bouncing coochie to coochie like they couches, you know?
Oh, well, so you gotta get your Carfax from not just your car, for everybody in your life.
Right. You ain't lying. If y'all didn't hear that, he said, just like you got to get the Carfax about the car, you need to get the Carfax about the people in your life. You sure do. Need to do them background checks. Just like when you buying a house, you don't just buy the house without looking at it and doing research on it and thoroughly doing a walkthrough and investigation. You don't do a car like, well, some of y'all do cars like that. That's how y'all end up with them limits. But that's neither here or there. The people that really smart, they really do their research before they take a big investment. And a relationship, especially a relationship that's going to involve unprotected sex, that is a huge investment.
No, you're right. You're right. It is. On both parties because it's like I'm with this within a sense. I'm trusting you with my safety because I'm believing your word that you got a certain amount of people, or it's just me. But all we got is our word.
Man, and he good. I ain't gonna believe y'all. I believe most of y'all jumping on D's like polo sticks. You out there bouncing around on from one man to another, man. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Some of y'all bouncing like y'all on them pogo sticks. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all jumping on D's, on penises. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. Speaking of jumping on penises, there's a judge, right? He's been married 51 years. He's an ex-judge. So I'm guessing that he was married that long. This man had to be in his 70s, probably even 80s, to be honest, to be real with you. And could you imagine that your brother needs a kidney, right? And so you go, because I'm quite sure the daddy was too old, man. He like, bro, my kidney ain't gonna help your ass. So he's like, well, let me ask one of your nephews, and maybe they your blood type, and maybe they have matching blood type where they could go ahead and be a donor. So I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. I'm gonna play what happened with this man and his whole scenario.
I'm still supporting little boogers.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause.
And a kidney cut enough for my brother. Found out something interesting.
Hold on. There you go. All right, because I got to turn this all the way up. I got to make sure y'all can hear this. Because I was like, damn, this is worth hearing. For all the people that's against paternity tests being mandatory, because I think they should be mandatory whether you married or not. But for all the people that are against mandatory paternity tests, this is why I will forever be for mandatory paternity tests. Roll the tape, Dane.
I've been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Damn deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's. Well, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman or It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were. And they ain't the same. She was bopping a couple of different guys.
Not bopping. He said they
I
was
can
bopping.
figure out who they were.
You know, it's
Well, long enough that I pretty well figure I can see their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into the two deadbeats. It just chaps my ass.
Not chapped his ass.
She couldn't tell me.
No, she wasn't gonna tell you. She was.
I'd probably forgiven her.
No, you wouldn't.
Maybe not.
You wouldn't.
You know how it is.
No, you wouldn't.
In other words, y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell by looking who's the daddy. Unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits. And 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right.
He said he's done thousands, he's looked over thousands of paternity cases. And out of the 5 times, 4 out of the 5 times where a man says he is not the daddy, it turns out to be he is not the daddy.
That's coming from a judge.
And that's coming from a judge that presided, and the irony that it happened to him. That iron. Let's keep this rolling.
And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex. You ain't nothing.
When it comes to sex, I believe, man, that for the most part, women are way more thirstier than dudes. I think they can contain it as far as like the initial engagement. Like we off the bat are thirsty. We off the bat, right out the gate. But I think once a female open her gates, then you can just see how thirsty and freaky and all them other words that she is. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? Because she doing stuff that you like, dang, I could have never imagined she would have did this. You know, she doing it from the back, you know, sucking your stuff from the back. Like Mike Epps said, he was like, I ain't never had nothing like that. I ain't never ever had nothing like that. I mean, you the real freak come out. But you looking at him and you like, damn, I never would have thought that you'd be the one to take my stuff and slap it on your own face. You know, dang, you an extra kind of freak. You would look at him and you'd be like, man, I never knew. Who taught you this? You know? So let's roll the tape.
Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story. I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers.
Now, see, that's where me and him differ. He said he's going to go home and draft up divorce papers. No, that's not what Dane would do. Let me tell you what Dane would do. Dane will go and redo that will and testament. He would take her off of it. She or nobody will be on it. I would put my brother on it, or my brother's kids, or something like that. I would put them in my will. I would take anything attached to her in the will.
And I wonder if he can do that even if y'all married. He won't have no type of.
He will get something, but it will be so minimum, right? That it won't.
So it's like as long as you
very minimum.
Like, okay, she can have this book or something like that.
Yeah, where she can't say, well, I'm married to him, but I will make the percentage so low that it would only last her 30 days.
Okay,
you
I got it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Go ahead and take and put my brother's kids or something like that into that will, first and foremost. Second and foremost, I would turn into the biggest slut You can imagine. You hear me? I would be a male whore, man. I'm just telling you. I be humping everything. I bring them over to the house right in front of her while she knitting. You know what I'm saying? While she knitting, you know what I'm on my lap, somebody be sitting. And then, well, that's how it's gonna go down. You know, you know, it is. I ain't divorcing nothing. I ain't no, we ain't doing that. You want to write up the papers, you write up the papers. You know, because man, what you gonna do? Go to court, say I'm gonna divorce him because he cheating, and neither one of them kids mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it raw. You hear me? I'm gonna be rough, raw with it. You know, man, why you gonna leave now? It's too late. She done already got over on you. You know, they done got so much money out of you.
Yeah, if y'all about out kicking the bucket.
Hell yeah. If it was me, I wouldn't pay, I'll live there, but wouldn't pay none of the bills. I make her literally have to kick me out. I'd be working, but I wouldn't pay no bill. I tell somebody else to hold my money. I wouldn't pay shit. You get them dudes that humped you 40 years ago to pay that shit. I ain't paying shit.
That's man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Man, that's enough to make you go. Because
But
you
the
think
bad
about it.
is, you could have at least told her like, wait, like man, I had just slip up in the club or something. That's why it was like at first, but it's like when you hold it in for so long after, it that even make it worse because you building on a lot.
This is what happens when you let love, when you think that the relationship is built on love. This is
Mm-hmm.
what happens. It's a business. It's not based on love. Love is just the little childlike experience, right? If
Yeah.
you want something, if you don't want this kind of stuff to happen to you, erase the love. Do not prioritize the love and the happiness. Prioritize the business part of it. Because, see, had he said, you know what? Because here's my question. If I was a judge and
Mm-hmm.
every 4 out of 5 cases where the dude was saying I was finding out that they weren't the daddy, they were saying I'm not the daddy, and it was true. 4 out of 5 cases, what do you think will happen to me eventually? I'm going to question, I'm going to be like, you know what? Let me just make sure. I see this too often every day where the dude saying, no, judge, I'm not the father, and he right 4 out of the 5 times. So if it's me and I'm a judge and I'm seeing that, that's the question I would have for him. If I'm a judge and I'm seeing that, automatically, man, let me go ahead and get these kids secretly tested. Tell them we going on a field trip. You know what I'm saying?
I guess maybe when he became a judge might play a part. Cause what if it's like they already like 20 and then he became a judge?
No, he was no, because he was married for 51 years. The
Okay.
oldest son is 42.
Mhm.
So there was a good 8, 9 years that he was a judge proceeding over these cases where the men who were accused of being the father, 4 out of the 5 cases, they weren't the father.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
after
he
eight
was
or
a
nine
judge while
years,
they were still kids.
so for me, after 8 or 9 years, I will go and just in my mind, subconsciously, man, let me go get these kids checked. Because
Okay.
80%, that's 80% of men that are accused. That's what essentially what he was saying.
Mhm.
80% of these men that are being accused of being the father aren't the father. 80%, 50% is bad. 80% is ridiculous. Damn.
That's crazy. So
That's
you
nuts.
would be like, I'm not trying to offend y'all or anything, but I just want to make sure we all know who's the actual, parent for your safety and all that type too, because you never know, like you can't.
Man, let me tell y'all. Y'all think, men. I'm gonna talk to my men. Ladies, I'm sorry to bust y'all out like this, but it is what it is. I gotta roll with the dogs. I roll with my fellas, my road dogs. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all in anything serious, right? If y'all are in any serious relationship and y'all are having sex raw and a kid come up, here's how you can tell that you are with a woman that is wholeheartedly cheating on you. If y'all have a baby, when the baby's delivered, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna continue to buy the baby Pampers and whatnot, and care for the child, but we're gonna go get a paternity test. If she flip out on you, that's a red flag. Because it's like, Cole, and me and you was going to the store, right? And you got a history of stealing, and they know you, but I'm with you. And then, man, they say, well, he was stealing too. If I know I didn't steal, guess what? If they said I want to do a search on you, fine. Because when you're done with this, it's going to be egg on your face. I'm just going to sit there, and then I'm going to have my moment where I could talk shit to you.
Yeah,
Right?
be like, I told you so. Yeah.
I'll be all in it. You dumb mother, you dumb, the crusty neck bastard, thick earlobe fucker. I'll be talking shit. Just put it like that, right?
Nah,
So if a woman, you ask her for a paternity test and she flipped, that's to let y'all know that you're not the only one. You're not the only one. At some point, somebody came through. If they haven't already passed through, they still may be there. But at some point, she done cheated on you. Because a woman that's confident and them being faithful, they're not going to be offended that you ask, right? Because that should be something they want to do anyway. Not just for you and for you to know, but for their kid to know. For the kid to be able to say, I know who my daddy is, and not the store manager over here telling them, the gas pump man telling them something else. Not that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. The whole, be like, your daddy really the teacher or something like that. I hear you. Yeah.
Right. I just don't get it. And so I'm telling y'all, man, if them women act a certain way, if y'all see them get out of pocket, man, y'all need to go and have a deeper conversation. I'm gonna just put it like that. Speaking
Or
of, yeah,
because you said deeper conversation. Now you need to do like what you said earlier, have that backup plan first.
yeah, maybe go get a lie detector test. I don't know. If you got to, you got to pay for
Yeah,
that too. Go get that.
yeah, but you don't have to pay for something anyway. You might as well
Sure
pay for
is.
something to help you out.
Sure is. Something else. Speaking of a deeper conversation, so we're gonna talk about this man that who married this woman, and he got a baby mother and a child with another woman. Okay, he pays child support. Most women would be happy with a man to pay child support, right? They like, okay, that would be okay. He's committed or he's responsible to some fact or to some form, right? I've
Yeah.
never heard of a woman putting a man out because he's doing extra for his kid. Usually, women would want to put a man out because they're not even involved in their kid's life. And so the woman is like, well, if you're not involved in these prior children's life, you're not going to be involved if we have kids in our kids' life. So why would I want to deal with you? That is women's perspective. That's their thought process. Anybody on here on Facebook, Twitch, X, YouTube, or Bigo can vouch for that? Any of my females? Is that a thought process of yours? That if the dude don't take care of his children, that you're like, well, if you're not taking care of these kids you already have, and we have a kid, because I want another one, maybe even two, you may not take care of these kids. You may not take care of these bills.
So on this one, I'm gonna agree with what Scott said on the last podcast. I'm gonna agree with they both, right? But I feel like more on what the guy said. The dude should never be in that position. Like you will see enough red flags
I
to,
agree.
before it gets that severe. Because like you said, I'd be damned if somebody just throw my stuff around and then tell me I can get. And then you probably paying for everything, but you got some in somebody else's name. That's
That's
where we're
that's
talking about owning your
that's
own
where that
stuff.
conversation. That's where that comment where I was talking about. If you put me out, you know what I'm saying? If you kick me out of the bed and put me on the couch, I will remain on the couch. I am never coming back to the bed unless I'm gonna slap them cheeks. If I ain't clapping them cheeks, I'm gonna remain on the couch. You're
See,
not
that's
you're
why.
not getting me to go back.
See, as I learned over the years, you can't go back. That's where I learned discipline too.
No,
I learned. It was hard. I learned though. I learned. You got to learn. You can't because they want the same thing too. And then it'd be
right,
like you recording basically bad behavior. Like I'm gonna get what I want regardless, and you're gonna have to deal with my standards and what I want. Essentially,
right.
basically, man.
Because I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
if I come back, I'm going in another room. I'm gonna stay on the couch, be in another room, and we definitely gonna have separate beds. If you put me out of my bed, I'm not coming back. If you put me out of my house, you won't even be able to find me to ask me to come back. I
Mm,
will disappear, and you will never. You would think that I was Houdini. I'm
yeah.
Houdini. I would disappear on your ass so quick, right?
Mm,
You wouldn't be able to call anybody because they wouldn't know. I would go to a friend that you don't even know is still a friend. I would go and let them know and throw them some money. Hey, let me just stay here until I get my feet up under me and then I'm out. I'll sleep wherever. I'll do what I gotta do. I ain't coming back. You ain't put me up. Them
yeah.
dudes, fellas,
They don't. You gotta value your respect, man. You got
man, I
to.
demand respect. You hear me?
Yeah.
I absolutely, I don't care if I was a bum. I don't care if I was a billionaire. I don't care where I am in life. I demand respect, right? And if I don't get it, then I don't care who it's from. I'm not dealing with it. I'm
I
not
agree.
dealing with
I
it, you
agree.
know? Because if you don't respect me, then man, we ain't gonna work out. It's just going, that's how it's gonna be.
Yep. And it's not like I can't take care of myself, you know. That's
Right.
gonna be that's my mindset. I'm helping you really.
Hell yeah. Shit. Because I seen the video today where this chick was talking about, man, being independent and stuff. Yeah, that's cool until it snow and your ass got to get out there and shovel. Until it's time to
Mm.
take out the trash, or until it's time you see that big ass spider running
Yeah,
real
that,
fast.
when it get cold,
Hell
them
yeah.
coming in, yeah. Mm.
It's little things that y'all don't be thinking about. And when that muffler fall off and that engine dragging, you know what I'm saying, and that transmission and switch places with the alternator, then you know what I'm saying, it get real.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. You're right.
I'm just saying, man. But ain't no way. How your wife put you out? I mean, damn,
Yeah,
man.
that's
It wasn't
why.
even a program.
Yeah, and it make it worse because he was recording, so it was like. But no, I can understand the wife's point of view as well, though, because it's different. Like when you're married now, especially for women, it's like once they feel like they got some money and you're in their pocket, they kind of
You
like we
you
almost equal or I'm above you type of something. That's just how some of the women think.
and you know what I think women, all the women that recognize her and know who she is, they need to hold her in check. They need to check her. And I tell you why they need to check her. Because when it comes to their children, they expect us to go ahead and take care of their children, right?
Hmm.
This man got a child, and you're telling him you're not going to help him take care of his kid. But if you had kids, You want him to take in your kids, even though they're by another man.
Yeah.
So you can't hold that double standard. You can't say, if it's on you, then yeah, he's expected to do this. But if it's him, then no, that money is for our household. You can't be like that.
Yeah, but I think the craziest thing out of it all was I think I heard everything was paid for, taken care of. Well, that's his part of the money. I mean, why are you getting upset? He work for it. He can choose to spend his part of the money. If you wanted to, you work, you can spend how your money, how you know. I don't get that, to be that upset.
Man, and she actually did him a favor. Because, I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't like she was cute. He was married to a booger wolf. So he actually could do better than that, man. I'm just saying. He went Magilla Gorilla. I mean,
yeah.
she ain't got too many options out here. She might think she do, but she ain't got too many options out here. But I'm going to tell you, this is one thing I advise men to do. When it don't work out, and you hear a female saying, well, he was this and he was toxic, then why did you choose him? Because he wasn't just toxic out the gate. What did you do to make him evolve to be a toxic person? That's the question. What
That's
part did
the
you, and why did you choose him? Because, man, if you're making bad decisions like that, then how can I be confident if I give you a wad of my money and say I need you to handle our financial needs? If you can't even pick, you're not even good at picking a mate. I can't even count on you to do that. I'm going to count on you to hold my money.
Yep, and then as you get older too, you just like as I get older, I just want to know exactly how everything is. It don't even matter if it's good or bad. Just tell me so I know how to move.
Right. You are absolutely right, Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of right, let's talk about the scenario. I know you've seen the video where the dude took the female on a date to the Shake Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And she put him on blast. So, at
Yeah, I
what
just would
point?
have. I would have been laughing because I just would. I'm fat in the inside. I just would have took her shake and burger. She would have
And
been
then went
on.
on. I would have done the same thing. I would have
Mm-hmm.
took that tray while she was running her mouth, walked right over to the trash, dumped her
Cause
pork stuff in, and then kept my stuff, and then sat down
nah,
and ate it. And she could
I
have
wouldn't
either,
jump in the thing because I paid for it. I would have maybe gave it to a homeless person right in front of her face
no,
or whatnot.
yeah,
But
but my temper right there, I ain't gonna lie, man. My temper would have just, and I would have did it calm and cool. I'd have been
yep,
like, oh,
that's how you gotta move. It's
I would have
these
done it
days,
calm.
that's how you gotta do. You just gotta do it calmly move, but you can't let it be known that okay, I'm like how she's trying to basically clown them, and he just took control of the situation. You can't engage basically. You just gotta calmly be like, I'm above this behavior because it's really childish and toddler,
When
And
did
I,
the Shake Shack
I
become too good? When did the
don't
Olive Garden, the Cheesecake
know.
Factory?
Yeah. Nah, see, just like it's certain different levels of men, it's certain different levels of women, and the certain the women that's requesting this stuff ain't at the level to be requesting what they asking for.
No, because they haven't even taken themselves to these 4 or 5 star restaurants. And this chick was like, look at me. Do I look like I deserve to be on the And I'm like, man, have you been, I had to take my glasses off. Lord, I got to take my glasses off today.
I think I seen it. I was like, man, you lucky you didn't go to Wendy's.
Man, it's like, are a lot of these females delusional? Are they delusional? I'm going to tell y'all. Have y'all, man, one thing Bigo has taught me, and Bigo
Mm-hmm.
has really opened my eyes. Bigo got women on here that women in America cannot stand up to. They can't stand up to them. I'm talking about these women are long hair, beautiful faces, all different shapes and size, body types, but you
Yep.
hardly ever see them like this. They're not
Yeah.
4 and 5 feet horizontal. They are 4 or 5 feet vertical, not horizontal.
Polite.
And I'm not saying
Yeah.
all of them, because the older ones, yeah, but by that time we already settled in. We didn't already got our use. It don't matter. We ain't really looking at that. We in the younger years, we like to show off our women because we like to be dapped up by and our fathers and our brothers and our cousins. Oh, I see you,
I
cuz.
see you, cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, we like that. We
Yeah.
like bragging on our women. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got this bad little man, caramel complected, long hair, smart, going to school. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna give him too much because we don't want going after him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We gonna brag on him a little bit. You know. But I'm just gonna say this: you go to places like Venezuela, Colombia, man, the Philippines even. You will see the most beautiful, soft-spoken. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say some of them ain't gritters too. They ain't grimy, because they got some grimy ones in that country. They'll be with a dude, another dude come along with more money, they'll screw that dude. They got some of them like that over in other countries. But you don't have to put up with the attitude. You don't have to put up, they got soft faces. Like their facial expressions are very soft and welcoming. You may see that in every 20 females over in this country. You may see that. Dudes are afraid to even say hi to a lot of females in this country. Tell me I'm lying. You're afraid to even, I'm afraid to even open the door. I can get it myself.
Yeah, with a mug too.
With a
Be
mug.
mugging.
And be looking at you
Yeah.
like you slapped them.
Yeah, you just try hard. You just like, man, you look good, but he's like, yeah, I ain't trying to get the case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't even compliment him. You a creep. You a thirst trap. You hear that with average
yeah,
looking females. I'm telling you,
yeah.
the
Nah,
majority are average looking, because I guarantee you, if you stand them up against some of the ones in the other countries, they will wither. They will put on more makeup. They will get more BBLs. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
mm-hmm.
And most of them women grew up in a culture with men involved in their lives, so they have a deep respect for men. Where over
Yeah,
here,
it's like
that's
America
not.
got the reverse Mulan. If you ever watched Mulan, they got
Yeah,
the reverse Mulan basically.
yeah, yeah. And it's crazy, man. I never do. I'm like, when do we get to this point where you feel like you entitled to other people's money?
Yeah, the entitlement is crazy.
That entitlement is this sickening. It's sickening, man. And I don't know if you was paying attention to that in that video, but she was
Mm-hmm.
like, when you go to the club, you be throwing hundreds and spending up thousands of dollars in there. But then when it
Yeah,
comes
when
to
she
taking you
said
to eat,
that, I thought, when she said that, I assumed then I was like, did he meet her at the club then? Because I was like, well then he think higher of you. Because I would have just took you to McDonald's or something if we met at the club.
but if he met her at the club, say that was the case, where he's getting enjoyment out of spending that money, he can do that because he's the one getting the enjoyment out of, he's paying for entertainment. Now, him
But
getting you a, huh?
you'd be like, what does that got to do with me trying to get to know you?
Right. That's the other
Mm,
thing. Man, I'm about to, because we're getting ready to get off of here, but I want to put y'all on some game. If a woman can't meet you at the bottom, why would you want to be with her at the top?
mm,
Why would you want to be with her at the top when you are the one that stand to lose everything financially. So you weren't good enough for her at the bottom when you ain't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. You was oozing with potential, but you just didn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out, and you were trying to figure out some things. You were a good guy. You know, it wasn't like you were on a bad path, but you were trying to figure out to get on the straight and narrow path to find your destination and to chase your purpose. So if they can't meet you down there, why would you want to meet them when you making six figures? Because if I'm making six figures and the six figures is why I'm all of a sudden good enough for you, then why would I want you? Because soon as them government paperwork signed, you can take half of the money that I worked to get. So what am I getting out of being with you again, ma'am?
Not much. Not much.
It's actually a loss. It's like playing roulette with something that got 5 out of the 6 chambers got something in it.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly how it is.
You're in the lose-lose.
Lose. And I like to say, you know, before we, you know, end the show, if the shoe doesn't fit you, you know, then once you defend something that's not basically you basically are saying it's you. So to all the women that, you know, get in the uproar and say, well, not most women, well, just like there's talk shows to talk about most men, this is the one to talk about most women. We're talking about the most women that's doing these acts and these things. If you're not them, man, just, you know, watch and enjoy their art perspective, because this is what we're going to do. You ask for the same, we just ask the same.
Right. You know, because if when women talk about men, if it don't fit me at all, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you know what my mom, you know what I always say? Man, the results speak for themselves. That's my saying. Your results speak for themselves. I don't have to go back and forth with you. All you got to show me is where you at right now. Not where you're going to be, not where you've been. Show me where you at. And let's stand on where you at and not where you was and not where you think you're going to be. And let's have a discussion on that.
I agree. Yep.
Man, I'm going to take this time to thank you guys for tuning in. Code Man, brother, congratulations again. Welcome to the family. I was going to let you know that when you do go live, you can either share it on the app, or you can put it in our little group, the messenger group. Hey, I'm about to go on. And we, you know, so we'll see it, and if we see it, we'll join you. If whoever can.
Okay, got you. All right, yes, and I've done learned the app, so yep, I'm gonna do that today.
All right, man, and I probably will join you later on, man. I don't know when you're gonna go on, but I'm gonna look forward to see when you are gonna go on, and I'm looking forward, man, to joining you, man, and having the kind of discussions that we having right now onto these platforms. Yeah. I think it's gonna be really interesting.
It is. It's gonna be nice. But till then, I guess peace.
Peace, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are it out.